This is A Course of Love, reading 89. We are finishing up the chapter, or we have finished the chapter, The Embrace, and we're going into Love Is. Your heart has a different scope, a different view. It is the view from within the embrace, the view from love's angle. It is the view of dying who realize nothing matters but love. This realization is not one of sentiment, regrets, or wishful thinking. It is the view from the embrace, the return to one heartbeat, the return to what is known. This knowing you might call wisdom and think of as an attainable ideal of thought. Yet it is not about thought at all, but it is beyond thought. It is not wisdom, but the truth. The truth is which exists. The false is illusion. Love is all that matters because love is all that is. Chapter 21, Love Is. Love is. Love is eternal, and you do not as yet grasp its meaning or the meaning of eternity. This is because, as a particular being, you are time-bound. You can realize the eternal, even if you're in your temporary form, if you can let go of your particularity. Particularity has to do with mass, substance, form. Your being is far beyond your imagined reliance on the particular. The particular is about parts, and parts are all you see. I remind you of what was said earlier concerning relationships existing apart from particulars. I repeat that relationships exist between one thing and another, and that it is in the intersection of parts that the holiness of what is in between is found. This will be discussed in more detail later, but for now I return you through the embrace to the holy relationship, but in a broadened form. The holy relationship is broadened, in its broadened form, is eternity. The eternity of the embrace. If the embrace is the source of all, then the one heartbeat, then in its eternity, it is eternity itself. It is the face of love, its texture, taste, and feel. It is love conceptualized. It is an abstract rather than a particular concept, even while having a seeming structure that your heart can feel. Concepts that cannot be felt with your heart are of no use to you now, for they are meant for the usefulness rather than for their service. Concepts that touch your heart serve you through this touch. They also begin to help break you away from the need for comparison, for there is no need to compare what your heart can feel. When your heart can feel, you need no judgment to tell you the difference between one thing and another. You thus can begin to quit relying on your body's eyes to distinguish the truth from the false, the real from the unreal. Love appeals to you through the heart. God appeals to you through your heart. Your heart has not been open to the appeals of love, particularly because of your use of concepts. Concepts have been used to order your world and to assist your mind in keeping track of all that it is, that is in it. Your mind does not need the assistance. To begin to conceptualize in ways that touch your heart will free your mind of its reliance on thought, concepts, and thus allowing your heart and mind to speak the same language or to be communicated within the same way. That was reading 89 in A Course of Love. The thought came to me today about perfection, and I think it relates to this, that the concept of perfection often in our minds is based on judgment, and with the judgment it distorts all things. So when you can go above that into just accepting everything is as it should be, then you accept a kind of perfection that is an eternal perfection in the embrace. Well, this was my thought for today, and I have more thoughts that are in these books here that I've written to help stimulate your own inner wisdom to come out, because we all have it. We all know it. It's just a matter of remembering. Enjoy today with blessings, blessings, blessings.